The history of Buddhism is a rich and fascinating one that spans over 25 centuries. It began in ancient India with the teachings of Siddhartha Gautama, who we now call the Buddha, meaning the awakened one. Siddhartha was born into royalty around the 5th century BCE. Now, despite being born into a life of privilege, he soon became aware of the suffering that existed in the world, and he wanted to do something about it. So at the age of 29, he renounced his royal life, gave up all of his material possessions, and set out on a journey to find a solution to the problem of suffering. After years of searching and meditating, he finally attained enlightenment and came to be known as the Buddha. He then spent the next 45 years traveling around India, teaching others how they could overcome suffering and attain enlightenment for themselves. The Buddha's teachings were based on the idea of the Four Noble Truths, which state that life is full of suffering, that suffering is caused by our attachment to our desires and our aversion to things we do not like, that we can overcome this suffering by freeing ourselves from these attachments and desires, and that the way to overcome suffering is to follow the Eightfold Path, which includes right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Now, after the Buddha's death, his teachings continued to spread throughout India and beyond. In the 3rd century BCE, the Mauryan Emperor Ashoka became a follower of the Buddha and helped to spread Buddhism to Sri Lanka, Central Asia, and East Asia. Over time, different versions of Buddhism developed in different regions, with various schools and orders arising to interpret and preserve the Buddha's teachings in their own unique ways. Two of the most prominent traditions that emerged were Theravada Buddhism, which is prevalent in Southeast Asia, and Mahayana Buddhism, which is popular in China, Japan, and Tibet. Mahayana Buddhism has its own unique features, and it was here that the concept of Bodhi evolved, which refers to the state of enlightenment or awakening that the Buddha attained. In Mahayana Buddhism, the ultimate goal is to reach nirvana, which is a state of perfect peace and happiness. Now, Buddhism has had a profound impact on the cultures of East Asia, influencing art, literature, philosophy, and daily life. It has also played a significant role in shaping the history of South Asia and Southeast Asia. Well, that's a very brief overview of the history of Buddhism. If you want to learn more about Buddhism, stay tuned for more videos. See you next time.